In one neighborhood of Luanda, luxury villas with private helipads overlook slums where families search garbage bins for food. A bottle of water costs $3. A small apartment rents for $5,000 a month, nearly 10 times what an average Angolan earns in a year. This is Angola, Africa's second-largest oil producer, the fifth largest diamond producer in the world, and one of the most unequal societies on Earth. But here's what makes Angola truly unique. Nearly 300,000 Chinese citizens call this country home, the largest Chinese community in Africa. For over 2 decades, China has been rebuilding a nation torn apart by 27 years of brutal civil war. Today, we uncover the paradox of Angola, a land where oil created billionaires, diamonds fueled destruction, and poverty remains as deep as the wells that pump its crude. Angola lies in southwestern Africa, covering over 1.2 million square kilometers, a landscape of striking contrasts. From the mist-covered peaks of Mount Moco, rising 2,620 meters high, to the golden Atlantic coastline. And in the heart of the country, nature unveils one of its greatest spectacles, Kalandula Falls. A roaring wall of water, 105 meters tall and 400 meters wide, sending rainbow mists into the forest air. It's a vision of beauty in a land still healing from its scars. But beneath this beauty lies history soaked in conflict. For 27 long years, Angola was trapped in one of Africa's deadliest civil wars, a war that claimed nearly 1 million lives and displaced 2 million more. 90% of the nation's infrastructure was destroyed. Roads and railways vanished. Irrigation systems collapsed. Even today, unexploded landmines remain buried beneath village soil, threatening farmers and children. The war didn't just divide people, it divided wealth. When peace finally came in 2002, a new battle began, the struggle for control over oil. Angola's offshore oil fields hold more than 13 billion barrels of reserves. But the profits never reach the poor. 95% of Angola's foreign exchange comes from oil, yet 1/3 of its citizens cannot afford daily meals. The same country that ships billions of dollars in crude every year still imports most of its food. This contradiction, rich in resources, poor in reality, defines modern Angola. Then came China. When Western nations hesitated, Beijing stepped in. Roads, railways, and ports rose again, built by Chinese engineers, powered by oil-backed loans. Today, almost every major construction project in Angola, from Luanda's modern skyline to the rebuilt Benguela railway, carries a Chinese signature. For the 300,000 Chinese people living here, Angola became a second home and a symbol of Africa's rebirth. Yet Luanda, the capital, remains a city of extremes. For the elite, it's a playground of wealth. Oceanfront villas, luxury cars, and malls filled with Louis Vuitton and Hermes. But for the poor, life is survival. 10% of the population controls 76% of national wealth. In 2023, Luanda was ranked the 12th most expensive city in the world, pricier than London or New York. A bottle of water costs $3. A kilogram of tomatoes sells for $5. In the same city, children scavenge trash for food while oil executives dine beside the ocean. Outside the capital, life slows down, but not always peacefully. In southern provinces like Benguela and Namibe, droughts now threaten millions. The United Nations reports that over 2.3 million Angolans face serious food insecurity, with 1 in 5 children malnourished. In these villages, agriculture depends entirely on rainfall. Only 3% of farmland has proper irrigation. When the skies stay dry, hunger follows. Yet, beyond this hardship, Angola's natural beauty still stuns the world. Kalandula Falls roars like a living heartbeat of the land. In Cabinda, lush rainforests hide rivers that shimmer under the tropical sun. And off the coast, beaches stretch white and endless, where locals gather to fish and sing. These are the faces of resilience, of a people rebuilding their identity one generation at a time. Angola's story is not just about oil and diamonds. It's about paradox. It's about a nation where billion-dollar skyscrapers rise beside forgotten villages, where the ghosts of war still whisper in the soil, but hope continues to bloom. Angola reminds us that prosperity without equality is just another form of struggle, and that sometimes the world's richest lands hide the poorest hearts. Agriculturally, Angola is often called the Brazil of Africa. Out of 35 million hectares of arable land, only about 5 million hectares are currently cultivated, leaving enormous potential for expansion. Coffee is grown in the north, while maize and cassava dominate the central plateau. In the southern grasslands, cattle are raised, though livestock production meets only half of domestic meat demand, forcing the rest to be imported. Rural road coverage is below 15%, so harvested crops often rot before reaching the market. Fertilizers and seeds are hard to transport in, forming a vicious cycle of low productivity and poor logistics. This deep wealth gap has caused high crime rates in urban slums. Robberies, thefts, and gang violence are common. In 2023, Luanda's homicide rate reached 35 per 100,000 people, 3 times the global average. About 80% of these crimes occurred in slum areas. Poverty not only affects daily life, but also threatens Angola's social stability and economic transformation, becoming a major obstacle to national development. For travelers, however, Angola remains a hidden gem in Africa, home to many breathtaking attractions. Fortress of São Miguel, St. Michael's Fortress, is the oldest building in Luanda. Built of massive stone blocks by the Portuguese in 1576, it once served as a military stronghold. Today, it houses the Angola Military Museum. This is Angola, where oil wealth meets daily hunger, and where the fight for a better tomorrow has only just begun.